So we're here on the beach in Southeast Florida. Southeast Florida actually has some of the highest density nesting beaches in the world. That includes loggerheads, green turtles, and my personal favorite and of particular interest to our research team, the leatherback sea turtle. Leatherbacks don't have a very large population here, but it has been exponentially increasing over the years. So back in about 2000, a group of colleagues decided to get together and conduct a very intense marker capture program on one of the densest nesting beaches in Florida, right here in Palm Beach County. So through that program, we decided we wanted to look at various nesting parameters, biological parameters, and essentially get a sense of how well this population was doing. This research utilizes flipper tags, pit tags, genetic data, and satellite data. And we tag every individual that we encounter while we're out doing our nightly surveys, and that helps us answer a lot of the questions that we have about this really important population. I personally got my start with leatherbacks back in 2003 as an intern at the Marine Life Center of Juno Beach, and I very vividly remember my very first encounter with the leatherback turtle. It was a new turtle. She had no tags at the time, so my colleague Chris Johnson and I worked her up completely, gave her a new set of tags, and we named her Abigail. After that season, I was completely hooked. I loved it. I knew I wanted to get back here and work with leatherbacks, so I spent a few years at other facilities over on the Gulf Coast, but there were no leatherbacks. So as soon as a full-time position opened up, I came back over to Palm Beach County in 2009. My very first night out as a full-time biologist in 2009, we were working the beach at night, and Chris and I came across a leatherback, the first one of the season, and he went up to check her tags, and he came back to the ATV and he said, "I think you might know this turtle." I look up her tag numbers, and sure enough, it was Abigail. She hadn't been seen since that very first year I was an intern in 2003, but she was my first turtle back as a full-time biologist. So all of the turtles that we encounter in this work get named, and we remember all of them quite well, but Abigail's always kind of held a special place in my heart since she was my very first leatherback. So you can imagine my surprise when we got a call late last summer from the crew working up at the Canadian Sea Turtle Network that they had a turtle on their boat with tags that they recognized as South Florida tags. They gave us a call, we were able to look up the information, and sure enough, it was my Abigail. We've really enjoyed following along on Abigail's journey since she had her transmitter attached, and it's been a thrill. She was tagged more than 3,000 kilometers away from where she initially nested here in Southeast Florida, and we're really looking forward to the next time she returns.